Hi, this is Chef Ahina from Bonnie Lake High School and Culinary Arts. Today we're making potatoes O'Brien. Um, it's an activity to practice heat regulation because these potatoes we're cooking, we want them lightly browned, cooked, and then the bell peppers and onions a little bit al dente, so not overcooked. So first, what we've already done was I coated them in the oil and paprika, which is giving it that orange color. And I just poured it onto a preheated thick pan. Um, Try to find yourself a thick pan. You can't hear it right now, I got it muted, but there's a lot of sizzling going on. You can see it's not really smoking, so the pan isn't too hot. But if you could hear it, there's a lot of action, a lot of sizzling. Potatoes take a little bit of time to cook. So now you can see I'm already adding the vegetables. So those potatoes were cooking for about 7 minutes till you can see there's some color on a few sides of the potatoes. Um, and at that point, those potatoes are nearly cooked, not quite, but we're going to add in those veggies because those are going to take a lot less time to cook. So stirring it in, folding it over, letting the vegetables have some contact with the heat on the bottom of the pan, and just moving those around so they can cook as well. You're going to cook those for a couple minutes till you start to get to see a little bit of color on there. I just took the pan off the heat because it was getting a little hot. So that is one technique you can use to regulate the heat. Obviously, you can turn the burner down, the flame, but the simplest thing as just removing the pan from the heat will give you a lot of control, so you can regulate the heat on that pan. Right there, you can see some of those potatoes are beautifully colored. The onions have a little bit of color on them. Those onions and bell peppers are going to have a nice crunch to them, even though they're cooked, so not overcooked. We call that al dente. And right before a couple minutes more of cooking, we're adding in the garlic. Garlic burns pretty quickly, cooks quickly because it's so fine minced. Um, we don't want to give that a chance to burn, because garlic gets very bitter when it's burnt. That's why we added that last. So just fold that in, let it cook for a couple more minutes. Season it. That's black pepper going in, and next salt. I actually seasoned it twice because after this seasoning, I mixed it in and tasted it, decided it needed a little more. So make sure when you're seasoning your food, add some, taste it, and adjust accordingly. You can see those nice colored bell pepper potatoes there. This is a very nice dish, especially a breakfast dish. Really flavorful, lots of color, good texture and crunch on the bell peppers. And right there is your potatoes O'Brien. All that's left to do is to taste it for seasoning, plate it, and you're going to have a nice dish to go with your breakfast. There you have it, folks. Feel free to check out the video of the knife skills that we made to review the safe, efficient way to cut all of these vegetables. And then by doing this, we're doing some cooking, regulating the heat, controlling what's going on in your pan, so you can have a nice final product. Enjoy.